Welcome Healthies. Today's video is on the overarching resources, which is health literacy and social justice. Again, videos generated by AI. The human in the process comes from the sources that I provide, the AI and the prompts that I use. So I'm using Notebook LM. You'll see it branded down the bottom right hand corner of the video. And because of the prompt that I use, it will do a bit of a recap on the river of life at the start, but I think that's good because it positions social justice and health literacy within that river, which is important because that is the basis of the work that we do here in health. So enjoy this one. Again, hope you're learning as you watch along.
Hey there, and welcome. Today we're going to talk about our health, but maybe in a way you haven't thought about before. I want you to forget about all the complicated charts and data for just a second. Instead, picture this. Your life, your entire health journey, is a river, and we're all swimming in it. That's the main idea we're going to explore today. So let's just dive right in. So this whole idea, this powerful metaphor, it comes from a sociologist named Aaron Antonovsky. Back in 1996, he framed our whole existence with this quote. And what's so powerful about it is that it tells us we can't avoid the river. We're all in it, right now. So the real questions we should be asking are, how rough are the waters we're in? And how good are we at swimming?
Okay, so let's really break this down. The river is life itself, right? It's always moving, always changing. Sometimes it's calm, sometimes it's dangerous. And the swimmer? Well, that's you. That's me. That's all of us. We're each navigating this river. And our health, really, is just the story of how we, the swimmer, interact with the river we're in. Now, there's a really cool philosophy behind this whole river analogy, and it's called salutogenesis. It's a bit of a mouthful, I know, but the idea is simple. Most of the time, we focus on what makes people sick. Salutogenesis just flips that around. It asks, what creates health? What helps us thrive and move forward? In our river, it's not just about pulling drowning people out of the water. It's about teaching everyone how to become a better swimmer in the first place. Which is, a really good question. If we're all in this river and we're all swimming, we have to be swimming towards something. There has to be some kind of destination, right? Some kind of goal. So, what does that look like? Well, that destination, that ideal state that we're all paddling towards, is what Antonovsky called ease. Now, you can think of ease as total health. It's that feeling of complete physical, mental, and social well-being. It's the calm, sunny, perfect spot on the riverbank that we're all trying to reach. And here's the thing. Health isn't like a light switch that's just on or off. It's a spectrum, a continuum. So picture the river again. On one side, one bank, you've got dis-ease, the total absence of health. And on the other bank, you have ease, that total health we just talked about. Every single one of us is in the water, somewhere between those two banks, all the time. But here's the thing. You can have a whole boat full of tools, but there are two resources that are way more important than all the others. These are what we call overarching resources. And they're not just another tool in your kit. They actually determine how well you can even use your paddle or your life jacket or read your map in the first place. Okay, so let's talk about the first one. It's called health literacy. If all those other resources are your survival kit, then health literacy is your actual swimming skill. It's your technique, your knowledge, your ability to actually move through the water effectively. So here's the official definition from the World Health Organization. You see, health literacy is so much more than just being able to read a brochure. It's about having the skills and, just as importantly, the motivation to find information, to understand it, and then this is the key part, to actually use it to make good decisions. It's the difference between someone telling you, hey, there are rapids up ahead, and you actually having the skill to navigate your way around them. And health literacy has different levels. First up is functional literacy. Think of this as just learning to stay afloat. It's the basics, like can you read the instructions on a medicine bottle? Then you've got interactive literacy. Now you're learning to read the currents. You can have a real conversation with your doctor and apply what they say to your own life. And finally, the highest level is critical literacy. This is where you become such a good swimmer that you start thinking about how to make the whole river safer for everyone. You start to ask why some parts are so dangerous, and you advocate for change.
So being a fantastic swimmer, having great health literacy, that's absolutely crucial. We get that. But it leads to a really important question. What if you are a world-class, Olympic-level swimmer, but you've been dropped into a river that's full of pollution and treacherous currents, while other people get to swim in calm, clear water? And that's where our second overarching resource comes in: Social justice. See, if health literacy is all about the swimmer's skill, social justice is about the condition of the river itself. It's the lens we use to look at the river and ask, is this river fair? Is it safe for every single person who has to swim in it? So what does that look like in our river? Well, diversity means we respect every swimmer, no matter what their swimming style is or what kind of boat they have. Equity is about fairness. It's not about giving everyone the exact same life jacket. It's about giving a life jacket to the person who can't swim. And supportive environments? That means we all have a job to do to keep the water clean, the riverbanks safe, and the dangerous parts clearly marked for everyone.
And this is so important because when these principles aren't there, when social justice is lacking, you get wildly different rivers. The journey for one person can be fundamentally more dangerous than the journey for someone else, all because of things they have absolutely no control over.
Let's just picture it. A river with high social justice. It's got clear, calm water. Dangerous spots are marked, there are lifeguards on the banks, and the swimmers all help each other out. But a river with low social justice? That's a whole different story. The water is polluted, it's treacherous, full of hidden dangers. There's no help, no support. Every single swimmer is on their own. Where you start your journey in that river makes a huge difference.
And this is where it all clicks together. You absolutely cannot separate the swimmer from the river. Our two overarching resources, our swimming skill, which is health literacy, and the condition of the water, which is social justice, they are completely intertwined.
And this takes us right back to that highest level of skill we talked about. Look, basic and interactive literacy, those skills help you survive your part of the river. But critical health literacy, that's the game changer. That's what lets you lift your head up, look around, and see the whole river system for what it is, including all the unfair parts. It gives you the tools to go from being just a good swimmer to being a river changer, someone who works to make the entire river safer and fairer for everybody. So, what this all boils down to is pretty simple, but it's profound. Good health isn't just about how strong of a swimmer you are. It's not just about individual choices. It is always, always about the swimmer and the river together. And so I'll leave you with this final thought to chew on. As you navigate your own journey down this river of life, is it really enough to just focus on your own swimming technique? Or do we, especially those of us who have the skills and are in a calmer part of the water, do we also have a responsibility to help clean up the river, to put up warning signs, and to build a better, fairer river for everyone who's going to come after us?